Do you want a house full of recovering drug addicts and alcoholics in your neighborhood? Well, actually, they are now in many Albuquerque neighborhoods, and some people don't like it. But like it or not, they may not be able to do anything about them. News 13's Nancy Laughlin has that from the Newsplex. Nancy?
Well, Dick, city attorneys say there are 8 of these halfway houses called Oxford homes throughout Albuquerque. Neighbors of 3 of those homes have told the city they are less than pleased to have a house full of recovering addicts as neighbors.
According to federal documents filed by attorneys for the city of Albuquerque, this house on Constitution, one near Wantabo and Comanche, and one near Snow Heights and Morris are Oxford homes, homes where drug addicts and alcoholics live, recovering from their addictions.
But I personally don't have a problem with it. I mean, they're there for whatever reason, trying to start a new life, I assume, so I don't have a problem with it.
It bothers me that I don't know who's there and what their situations are.
City attorneys say Albuquerque zoning laws only allow up to 5 people who are not related to live in a home, but they say Oxford homes have a lot more than that. The city attorney believes they are in violation of zoning laws, but there's a snag. Does federal law protect these people, trumping city zoning laws?
We just want guidance. We need to know that when we go out and enforce a law, that the code enforcement officers are properly doing it.
The city says a year ago it notified the actual owners of the Oxford homes, informing them they were in violation of city zoning laws, but the city never got a response. So now the city has filed a complaint in federal court, asking a judge to decide one way or another.
Ultimately, we're trying to find clarity and guidance from the court as to whether city law controls or whether federal law controls.
And why? What's your concern?
We don't want to violate anyone's civil rights.
Okay, late this afternoon, we spoke with Jeff Hunt, the local outreach coordinator for Oxford House. He says he is not worried. He says this has come up in federal court 100 other times across the country, and he says he believes the city is going to lose this. Back to you.
All right, Nancy, it may be 3 or 4 months before the judge in this case actually makes a decision.